birthplace of Shakespeare, and the origin of the Beatles, the United Kingdom is one of the world's biggest urban countries. The United Kingdom is not just a single country. Rather, it combines 4 countries, which unite together to form the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. The current GDP of the UK is $2.6 trillion, making it the 6th largest economy in the world, after the USA, China, Japan, Germany, and India. It is also the 3rd largest economy in Europe, after Germany and France. USA, Germany, France and China are some of the biggest trading partners. The United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, also known as the UK, has existed since 1922. The United Kingdom is an island state, governed under one parliamentary democracy, and represented by the monarchy. The United Kingdom combines 4 separate countries: England, Northern Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. Great Britain constitutes of England, Scotland, and Wales. UK is not enormous as it's about 40 times smaller than the USA, but regardless of that, it is an incredibly diverse country. The total population of the United Kingdom is 66 million, and about 9 million people live in London alone. The primary language of communication is English. Even though the United Kingdom does not have a state religion, more than 60% of people identify themselves as Christian. The currency of the UK is pound sterling, which is the oldest surviving independent currency. Much of the north and west of the United Kingdom is comprised of high ground, knife-edged mountain ridges divided by broad valleys. In the southern part of England, the countryside is mostly rolling hills. The northwest side of the mainland has dozens of lakes, which are known as lochs. These lochs were created when the glaciers of the Ice Age melted down. About 5,000 years ago, the central part of the United Kingdom was covered in thick forests. For thousands of years, these forests were cleared by the ancient farmers, and at present, only about 10% of the land is covered in a forest. The United Kingdom's mixed geology gives rise to an extensive range of landscapes and habitats for its flora and fauna. Now, the United Kingdom is a bustling country, and as a result of which, there aren't many wildlings left. The largest mammal of the United Kingdom is the red deer. Various species of deer and rabbits can be found here. Badgers, foxes, and hedgehogs live in the woodlands and forests of the island. It was the year 1707 when the first political union of the Kingdom of England included Wales and Scotland together. Later in the year of 1922, Northern Ireland also joined this union. From the year 1835 to 1925, the City of London was considered to be the largest and one of the most influential cities in the world. From the year 1973 to 2020, the United Kingdom was part of the European Union and left it in the year of 2020. The first people who lived in the United Kingdom were the Picts, who came to the United Kingdom about 10,000 years ago. After thousands of years, Romans invaded the lands and ruled for nearly 400 years. They constructed roads, bathhouses, sewers, and large villas. The United Kingdom was also ruled by Viking, Danish, and Norman invaders for numerous years. Finally, in the year of 1485, a Welsh noble called Henry Tudor claimed the English crown and became Henry VII, who was the first of 5 Tudor monarchs. By the 1800s, Britain became one of the most prominent nations in the world. Trade with various parts of the world produced enormous wealth, and the United Kingdom built a large overseas empire. However, the early 20th century was a difficult time for Britain, as this century experienced World War I and II. As a result of the casualties, Britain could no longer afford its imperialism, and most of its overseas colonies became independent. The United Kingdom is one of the only 5 countries that do not have a written constitution, but follows a common law system. The government system of the United Kingdom has developed over many centuries. Kings once governed by taking advice from a council of religious leaders and nobles. The council eventually developed into the parliament, which now passes all the laws of United Kingdom. Today, the monarch possesses no real power. Queen Elizabeth II is the longest ruling monarch in the world. She has been ruling in the UK for more than 60 years. Queen Elizabeth II is the longest ruling royal in the world, who is the head of state of 16 Commonwealth countries. Did you know that the United Kingdom was the first country to use postage stamps? It was in the year of 1840 when the first stamp was released with a portrait of Queen Victoria. The first postage stamp was called penny black, as it was black and worth 1 penny. The United Kingdom has been a leading trading nation for over 500 years. In the 19th century, British trade industry contributed in making UK one of the most powerful economies in the world. It still remains one of the strongest economies on earth. The United Kingdom is a place full of diversity and multi-ethnic population. People from all parts of the world have made this country their home. 83% of the total population lives in urban areas, and only about 20% lives in rural areas. The majority of them live in and around the main cities of the United Kingdom like London, Manchester, Birmingham, Glasgow, Edinburgh, Cardiff, and Belfast. The largest city in the UK is London, which is also the largest city in Europe. The UK has more than 130 universities, and amongst them, Oxford and Cambridge are the most prestigious ones. The most famous sports of the United Kingdom are soccer, rugby, cricket, boxing, and golf, which were also invented in Britain. The United Kingdom has also produced many great writers like William Shakespeare, Charles Dickens, Robert Burns, J.K. Rowling, and many more. Shakespeare's Globe Theatre is located in London, which is a great place to experience a play performance or learn about the magic of theatrical literature. J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter series, is the first ever author to earn $1 billion during her career as a writer in the year of 2014. The most common language spoken in the United Kingdom is British English. Other languages such as Scots, Welsh, and Irish are also regionally spoken. An interesting fact to note is that French was the official language in the United Kingdom for about 300 years, from 1066 to 1362. In Wales, Welsh names are usually written on road signs in English to make travelling much easier for the British-speaking language. Shlan var Pwllgwyngyllgogerov Wyndro Bushuslantasilio. A town in Wales has the longest name in the world. However, to make it easier to pronounce, fortunately, the town is known also as Llanfair Gwyngyll or Llanfair PG. Some of the most popular foods in the UK are fish, chips, bangers, mash, black pudding, Yorkshire pudding, toad in the hole, haggis, baked beans on toast, shepherd's pie, and Welsh rarebit. Chicken korma and chicken tikka have been voted among the most popular dishes in the UK. It is estimated that there are more Indian restaurants in London than in the metro cities of India such as New Delhi or Mumbai. Just kidding. British are also considered as big tea drinkers, and known as the world's biggest tea consumers. BBC is the state-owned television network of the United Kingdom, which is broadcasted worldwide. TV shows in the UK include various comedy shows, TV dramas, and news bulletins. The United Kingdom has the largest healthcare system known as NHS, which stands for the National Health Service. NHS is a fully government-funded medical and healthcare service that everyone living in the UK can use, without being asked to pay the full cost of the service. The tech industry is growing and evolving at a very fast pace, which contributes hugely to the economy of the United Kingdom. The total size of the tech industry is worth nearly £180 billion. London, which is the largest city of the United Kingdom, ranks as the second most connected place for tech in the world, just after the Silicon Valley of the USA. Festivals in the UK are all about culture and music. Two of the cherished and widely celebrated festivals are the Notting Hill Carnival, the Edinburgh Festival, both held in August. Other popular festivals of the United Kingdom are New Year Day, Valentine's Day, Easter, Oak Apple Day, Halloween, and many more. So, that was all about the United Kingdom, a unique place where 4 countries meet together and form a highly developed and diverse economy. Do like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Explified.